Tonight, I want to talk to you about something you've quietly felt for years but never understood. That strange kind of exhaustion that shows up not after a long day, but after nothing happened at all. You know the feeling. Days where the world is quiet, your schedule is light, nothing dramatic occurs, yet somehow your mind feels drained, your chest feels heavy, and your thoughts feel like they're swimming through fog. And you wonder, why am I tired? I didn't even do anything today. There's a hidden reason for this. And once you understand it, your life slowly, gently begins to change. I want you to imagine something with me. Picture a lake at night, smooth, still, reflective. From the outside, it looks peaceful, untouched, quiet. But underneath the surface, the water is moving in 1,000 invisible currents. Silent turbulence, hidden motion. This is what your mind feels like most days. Still on the outside, storming underneath? Because the truth is, most people today aren't exhausted from what they did. They're exhausted from what they're constantly fighting inside themselves. You're tired because you've been in survival mode for years. You were taught to stay strong, to get through it, to never show weakness. You were taught to pretend you're fine, even when you're breaking quietly in places nobody sees. You were taught to carry the weight of expectations that were never yours to hold. You've been living with tension buried so deep you don't even notice it anymore. Like a soundtrack that never stops playing. You wake up with it. You fall asleep with it. You carry it into conversations, into work, into your relationships, even into your quietest moments alone. And the reason you feel drained is because your mind has been running a marathon in the background, without rest, without pause, without silence. There's another reason too, and it's one most people never realize. Every day, you're forced to make far more decisions than your mind was ever designed for. What to respond to, what to ignore, who to be, what to show, what to hide, how to present yourself, how not to disappoint the people around you, how not to disappoint yourself. Humans were never meant to hold so many mental tabs open, but you do. You have to, because that's the world you live in now. And so, even when nothing happens, your mind is still working, processing, anticipating, worrying, replaying, performing, surviving. No wonder you're tired. But here's the part I want you to hear most, whispered softly, just for you. You are not supposed to feel this way forever. Your exhaustion is real, but it's not permanent. It's a message, a signal, a quiet request from somewhere deep inside you, asking for one thing you've forgotten how to give yourself. Permission to be human again, to stop pretending you're a machine, to stop thinking you must always be productive, always be strong, always be fine, to stop believing that rest must be earned, to stop pushing yourself into a version of life that doesn't feel like yours. You've been performing for too long, and your mind is tired not because you're weak, but because you've been carrying the weight of becoming who the world told you to be instead of who you truly are. There's a moment, a quiet one, that changes everything. It happens when you finally stop and listen to yourself. Not to your fears, not to your expectations, not to the voice in your head that tells you you're behind or not enough. I'm talking about the deeper voice, the one beneath all the noise, the one that speaks softly but honestly. If you sit with yourself long enough, you begin to hear it again. It says things like, I need rest. I need space. I don't want this anymore. I can't keep pretending. I want something different. It takes courage to hear that voice, and even more courage to honor it. But that's where your strength lives. Not in pushing harder, not in doing more, but in allowing yourself to be real. Because let me whisper something that might feel uncomfortable at first. You are allowed to quit the things that exhaust your spirit. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to change the direction of your life, quietly, gently, without anyone's permission. Your exhaustion is not a flaw. It's your psychology telling you that you've been running on emotional debt, and every debt must eventually be paid. But the repayment isn't force. It isn't discipline. It isn't grinding harder. It's presence. It's awareness. It's the simple but rare act of coming back to yourself. Tonight, I want you to imagine something else. Not a lake this time, but a room. Your room, dimly lit, quiet, safe. You close the door, and for the first time in a long time, the world stays outside. You exhale. Your shoulders drop. Your mind softens. You don't have to perform here. You don't have to impress anyone. You don't have to be on. This is the moment your healing begins. Not with a dramatic change, not with a big decision, but with a single breath where you finally tell yourself, I'm allowed to rest. Because the truth is, rest isn't passive. It isn't weakness. It's recovery. It's repair. It's the foundation for clarity, for strength, for resilience. When you rest, your mind begins to reconnect with itself. Your emotions finally have space to speak. Your intuition wakes up. Your nervous system untangles the knots it's been holding. And your life, slowly, gently, begins to come back into focus. So if you feel drained, even when nothing is happening, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. It means you've been carrying too much for too long. And it means it's time to return to yourself. Not someday. Not when life becomes easier. Not when you feel ready. But now, in this breath, in this moment, let this video be the quiet doorway you walk through. A doorway back to your own mind, back to your own body, back to the parts of you that have been waiting patiently, silently, for your attention. And as you listen, I hope you remember something important. You don't have to push to become stronger. Sometimes, you become stronger the moment you finally let go.